cool. Oops. Oh shit, I knew I forgot something. Hey, Tids, welcome in. How you doing? And can you hear me okay, I suppose is the important question right now. Gonna go over to the game screen and hope that everything doesn't shit itself. Hello, Cypher. Oh, bless you. I know how you feel there. I've not slept too well myself recently. Finally sort of got my sleep patterns back back on an even keel, but I got caught in the rain bringing Porthos home from the vets yesterday, and it appears to have affected me a little bit because today I've just been really like snotty and groggy all day. Probably nothing serious, just feeling a bit bleh, and work has been pretty rough today. So I just thought, you know what, we're gonna first proper official stream of 2023. We're just gonna have a chill one. We're gonna listen to some tunes. I'm gonna click on some highlighted tiles in RuneScape, and we're gonna chat and just have a nice chill one to sort of ease us into the year, because holy fucking shit, I feel like we need it. I'm old and I got woken up this morning by middle one singing. Oh dear. Hope it wasn't too early in the morning when they woke you up. And also, as I couldn't wish you a happy birthday on the day, happy birthday for Wednesday, Cypher. I am sorry that I had to cancel the stream, but I was really quite unwell. But yeah, this is going to be a really lazy, really quiet one. Not fancy. I hope you folks don't mind. You can put whatever you like in the jukebox. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not like the only time I've ever asked that it only be chill music is when I was just off the back of a panic attack, and I kind of needed it to be chill then. But no, now I'm just sleepy. So, anything is fine. Anything is fine. Can you hear the music okay, or does it need to come up a bit? Because I know I've futzed around with it in between streams. Sounds good. Okay, good. Yeah, if any of the levels need changing or anything, do let me know. Happy to do that. Oh, and I have some very exciting news. I got the email today from Scan. The parts that I have ordered have been picked, they have been prepped, and they have been shipped. They will be here tomorrow. So that's very exciting. I'm of two minds about whether to cancel the streams this weekend. Oh yeah, I mean, because of the amount of shit I ordered, I had to pay for shipping, but it was only like 11 quid, which for basically the entire internals of a new PC is pretty good. Especially with how far it's got to come. But as a result, it's coming via courier rather than anything else, which is nice. It's not every either. I mean, our every delivery lady is lovely. We have this sweet little old lady that delivers every round our area. But I can't really imagine her trying to lift like a box full of PC components. Probably going to be about as big as her. But yeah, so that should be here tomorrow. At worst, it'll be here on Monday. But if it does arrive tomorrow, I'm kind of two minds whether I cancel the weekend streams, focus on getting the new PC set up, because I've got to transplant the hard drives from this PC into the new PC. Otherwise, I don't have an operating system. Or whether I no PC building stream, then that would be difficult. Or whether I build as much of it as I can without taking stuff out of this one. Do Saturday night stream, Sunday afternoon stream, and then transplant the hard drives Sunday after Broken Sword. Which, you know, perfectly doable, and I've waited this long to be in a position to be able to resolve the issues that we've got. I'm sure I can wait a couple of days longer. I have impulse control, honest. I am super excited though. And I know when I posted about the funds, what's impulse control? Yeah, that's fair. When I posted about the amount that was raised, and again, thank you everybody for that. I really do appreciate how generous you were and how supportive you've been and how understanding you've been about the streams being kind of jank recently. What I don't think I mentioned was that the components that I've ordered, seeing as we hadn't quite made enough for me to be able to get a full system, but we did make more than I was expecting. What I ended up doing was going for better quality components, so the machine should be fairly well future-proofed as well, which is exciting. Like the GPU that I've picked up, put it this way, I'm probably going to do a one-off stream of Ghostwire once the PC is sorted, just so that I can really fucking run the knackers off of the new GPU and see just how good it actually is. Because if it's as good as it's supposed to be, then Ghostwire on maximum quality will be a fucking cakewalk for it. And I want to see that, and I want to show you folks that. Because from looking at it and from sort of reviewing required specs for a lot of more recent games, in theory, this graphics card is just like, Stray, never heard of it, child's play, which will be hilarious if I spend more time streaming RuneScape, because then it's just like 20 fucking year old game, really fucking fancy graphics card. But the CPU, ooh, level up. Cypher, thank you so much for using your Bezos bucks to be a continued patron of the Retro Raccoon.
Cypher
20
underscore Doran has
months.
been a sub for 20 months. Very naughty.
Getting very, very close to that 2-year mark now. Very exciting. It's honestly a little scary to me that we're getting to that point. I mean, I know I've been streaming for 2 years already, but like the fact that we're getting to the point where I've got people coming up on their second year or into their second year of being subscribed is very humbling. Don't let it set in. Yeah, last thing I need today is an existential crisis in the middle of running agility. Oh, I fell off the roof. I did say that was going to happen. I fall off of the roof a lot. That one specifically. It's like I see the end in sight and I'm just like, nah, I can't be bothered anymore. Why don't I just hop down here? I don't need the extra 175 experience points that I get for jumping off of that last rooftop and actually completing a lap. I'm far too cool for that. I make my own route. Or something. Too tired for a crisis fucking mood. Oh yeah, when I was so I played a little bit of this during my lunch break. Because this is what I do now. I'll make myself some lunch and then I'll sit at my desk and I'll do a few laps of the agility course just to try and get myself a little bit closer to that coveted maximum agility. Hey young'uns, I'm the one who's just turned 42. Yeah, but we're all old and tired here. I mean, you know, you've spent more time on the earth, sure, but yeah, but we are all in the last of the summer wine that is this channel, I think. Last 3 to 4 years count for 4 to 5 each, let's be real, they really fucking do. It's been a time. So I did the maths on how many more of these marks of grace I need to get the full set. I've got 3 pieces out of 6, I think. Yeah, I've got gloves, I've got legs, I've got torso. So I've got 2 of the most expensive pieces and the cheapest piece because I got confused and bought those instead of what I was supposed to buy. So I need to buy boots, cape, and hood. And then I've got everything. And that is another 120 marks of grace, and I have 35. So I've got a little ways to go before I can have the full suit. But I'm getting there. Slowly. Spot of Avril Lavigne. Lovely. Yeah, so this, visually speaking, probably not going to be the most exciting stream ever. But I'm hoping that we can balance that out with some good tunes and some chat like we did during the marathon stream. Because that was really nice for me. It was a really nice chill time. It was a good way to spend sort of between 2 and 6. Were you actually requesting a song there, Tids? Or is that a request of Miss Levine herself? No comment. See, it's that one every time. Just walk right off the edge. Both is good. Oh, now there's a musician I've not thought about in a while. Amanda Palmer. She's still going. Used to really like her stuff. Was quite a big fan of the Dresden Dolls when I was at college as well. Hello, Torpor. I hope you're doing well. That was good timing, wasn't it? Just sudden urge to sniffle as I'm asking how Torpor's doing there. Found Goth in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Oh, do explain. Most recent album was in 2019, apparently. Oh, good. Good for her. She's still going. Yeah, going back to the... I know you were joking, Tids, the PC building stream thing. I won't stream building the PC, but I will probably put a video up. Oh, hello, Miles. Oh, I don't know. I think it might be a bowl. There's a female Viking who wants to be stepped on by your character. She tried to pay people in exposure. Oof. Nah, Tids wouldn't do that. Tids has integrity. And also prefers the stepping to be doing the stepping rather than receiving the stepping. It's a ring, clearly. It just needs to be bent into shape. Yeah, of course. It's made of fishium. Oh, Amanda Palmer tried to pay with exposure. Oh, really? Ooh. Well, that's disappointing. Fish. What did you give me? You gave me some money. I'm a little disappointed, I've got to admit. Miles used to give me uncut gems that I could then cut myself and get some crafting experience from, and then sell the gems. Irish, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. I know I haven't spoken to you via a stream since before New Year's, so Happy New Year. I hope you're settling in at your new place nicely now. Things are going okay for you. And congratulations on being the fastest thing alive by dint of being the only person to actually redeem first. Yeah, I hope you're doing well today. Okay, so I've got 61 laps until my next goal. And I apparently do 41 laps an hour. It doesn't include laps where I fail to actually finish them. The sound effect to go with it. Yeah, I knew with the amount of Sonic themed stuff on the channel, if I was going to have a first redemption, not only did it need to have a sound effect. Hello, Porthos, you made me jump then. He just like came up behind me and put his nose right where my hand was going to land as I was sort of gesticulating, and it made me jump because now my finger is soggy. Hello, P. I'm gonna bring the camera down a little bit, see if we can get him in shot. Where you at, bub? You jump up? We just get his nose. Sort of. No. He's leaning so that he's not being caught by the camera. Sneak thos. Little bit, yeah. I'm well, things are great. Happy New Year to you as well. I'm glad to hear that, Irish. I really am. Yeah, I knew that if we had a first redemption, it needed a sound effect and it had to be something Sonic themed. And all I could think about was that line from the Sonic Satam opening. So it had to be done. Had to be done. And the PC thing, yeah, I'll probably post I'll post some photos and maybe if it's worth doing a video of the new PC once it's all up and running. Like the first time I power it on, I'll film it being powered on, and then if it doesn't power on properly, I'll film it when it does. It's been a little while since I put a PC together, so I'm a little nervous, but I'm also excited. I mean, the shape of the components hasn't changed all that much since I last put a PC together, so it should be okay. I think the most exciting thing, daft as this may sound, it's not the graphics card, it's not the shiny new CPU, it's the fact that I've managed to get my hands on a 4TB M2, which is where all of the games are going to live. So no more of this choppy shit because I've had to install them on an external hard drive because I've got no space. Nope, they're all going on a fucking M2 SSD. Because in theory, unless I buy a really, really chunky game, I shouldn't be filling 4TB up with just games. And as long as I keep on top of only having stuff installed if I'm likely to play it, it won't be so bad. Like GTA is just going to be forever just not installed unless I'm actively playing it because it takes up so much fucking space. Same goes for Halo as well. That's a chunky game. Cypher's going in for a little bit of Nobodies. Nobodies looks a lot of fun. I've got a copy for myself, and I got a free copy from Fanatical when I was ordering something else. So I was just like, ooh, yeah, I'll put that in the giveaway. But it's like it's I guess sort of a cross between Hitman and Viscera cleanup detail. You are a crime scene cleaner, but you are not employed by the government to clean crime scenes. You are employed by the people that caused the crime, so that the cops don't find out, basically. And the people that have been the victims of the crimes are like terrorist organizations, and I think like anti-environmentalist groups and stuff as well. So you're on the side of the grey hats, for want of a better description. It sounds like it'll be a lot of fun, but I've not played it myself yet, so I can't guarantee that it is as enjoyable as it sounds like it will be. But hey, free game's a free game, innit? I don't know why Porthos is sat directly under my chair again. Maybe because it's windy. You scared of the wind again, bub? He woke me up this morning, and he was very clearly kind of scared. Tail between the legs. Little gentle squeaky huff noises. And it wasn't that he wanted to go out, and it wasn't that he was hungry. It wasn't walkies time. It was because it was so windy. Like the wind was howling outside, and bins had been blown over, and it was just a lot of noise outside. He wanted to come up on the couch and have a cuddle. Oh, thank you for the treat for Porthos. It's very kind of you, Paul. He's been a very good boy. He went to the vets for the first time ever. I say ever. He went to the new vets for the first time ever yesterday. Because he was overdue for his inoculations. For non-dog owners, doggos generally have to have a vaccine once a year to protect them against various doggy viruses, much like we do for flu and things like that. And Porthos had his sort of October last year. But our local vets at the time this year when he was due to have it didn't have any of the vaccine in stock. Because there's been mass shortages of all kinds of medication because of COVID, not just people medication. So we had to wait until we'd moved and get settled in at the new place before I could take him to have his boosters. And the new vets are lovely. They really are. Very, very kind. Very, very understanding as well. So I took Porthos in he's got a jacket that says no dogs on the side, just to discourage people from just letting their dogs run roughshod around him, because he gets very, very anxious when there's dogs near him. I mean, I suppose if I'd been bitten so badly that I needed stitches, I'd be anxious around dogs too. Yeah, but as a result of that same attack, he's always been very, very scared of the vets, because after he got attacked, we had to leave him at the vets overnight. So he's got a lot of negative associations with the vets, you know, being away from the people he knows and loves, being in a lot of pain. And because it was a weekend as well, it was emergency vets, so it was skeleton crew, so he hadn't got a lot of human interaction, which really, in that situation, he kind of needed. And ever since then, every time we take him to the vets, he hyperventilates, he cries, he paces, his tail is so far between his legs that you'd think he didn't have one at all. Just very, very anxious. Won't take treats. Can't take treats. Can't receive or understand instructions. Like, completely blinkered, completely shut off from the outside world. Oh, thank you for the treat for Porthos Tids. So we're very, very careful about. Here you go, buddy. Oh, we took that so gently then. Good boy. Good boy. So we're very, very careful when we take him to the vets. We have to make sure that it's at a time when there's not going to be lots of other dogs around. That he's got ample space to sort of pace, that we've got treats for if he does feel like he can take some, and that he gets plenty of reassurance while he's there. And I didn't know what this vet surgery was going to be like because I'd not been into it. I signed up online and over the phone, so never actually had to go in to see what it was like. But we got there, and it was very quiet, and he got his no dogs jacket on, and one of the staff came over and said, I can see you've got this jacket on. Just to let you know, we are expecting another patient in the next sort of 15 minutes or so. And I went, oh, okay then. So went and sat at the other end of the room, as far away from the front door as possible. And we got him all weighed in and everything while it was quiet as well. And they were really nice to him, saying how cute he was. Didn't bat an eyelid when he jumped up onto the chairs and sat next to me instead of sitting on the floor like a normal dog. And the vet was lovely with him, called him a clever boy. She asked me if the year of birth on his paperwork was correct, because he didn't look like an old dog and he doesn't act like an old dog. She says he's in very good condition for his age, which is nice. It means we're taking good care of him. The only problem she had was that his teeth are a mess, so he fits in well in this household. But that was from before we adopted him, because he was found wandering. And I think most of you already know this story, but he was found wandering and taken to a stray rehoming centre, which is where we adopted him from. But we don't know how long he'd been wandering for. He'd been chewing on rocks and bits of wood, which is something that dogs do when they're trying to get additional moisture because they've not had anything to drink in a while. but it has a negative effect on their teeth. So, yeah, his teeth are a bit of a mess, but that's kind of understandable. Also, he grinds his jaws in his sleep. Yeah, he was a little panicked, but he did well. He was a very brave boy. I was very proud of him. He even took treats from me while we were there. And I was going to buy him a toy while we were there because they've got a little toy shop. But there was a dog there when we came out of the exam room, so I couldn't buy him a toy because we needed to get gone. But he was very brave, and he showed them how clever he was. He listened to instructions, and when the vet needed him to sit down, he sat down, and when she wanted him to turn around, he turned around. The only thing he didn't do was give her his paw, but he's really picky about his paws. So I think that was more of a I don't know you well enough to trust you with my feetsies yet kind of thing than a too panicked to follow instructions situation. He did very well. He's a good boy. I'm very proud of him. So he got a new toy today. I bought him a new toy because I couldn't buy him one at the vet, so I bought him a new toy today. And it's a little brown bear with a removable squeaker. I basically bought him his own personal long fang. And the best thing as well is the squeaker isn't like a high-pitched squeaky squeaker. It makes sort of a gruff grunting noise. So it is almost literally his own personal long friend. Gruff teddy bear friend. And he loves it. He's been running about the house with it in his gob, chucking it up in the air, which is what he does with bears for some reason. Oh, we've got another marker grace. Lovely. Oh, some art. Let's have a look. Let's have a look-see. Oh. More pets. Okay. I'm just petting Porthos with one hand and playing the game with the other. That's the nice thing about games like this, is that I don't need to focus too much. And oh, that's really good. Really nice work, Cypher. It's a really difficult angle to capture, and you've done a really good job on it. Angle's not the right word, is it? Like the pose. Yeah, you've done a fantastic job. Well done. I've got some art goals for this year. I want to, if not finish, then catch up with my backlog on the 5 colour killers. Hey, there's no wrong with tracing, Cypher. There are artists who will tell you that you should never ever trace anything. Those artists are elitist assholes. Because everybody traces stuff. You may not always trace, but you're going to, you know? Like, and there's no shame in it. Those artists have never done animation, indeed, because onion skinning is a very important part of the animation process. Even if it's just a GIF, onion skinning very, very important. Tracing makes learning shapes and such easier. Yeah, exactly. Tracing is genuinely a valid tool when you're doing a piece of art, especially if you're still learning how to do the kind of things that you're doing, and especially where anatomy is concerned, because anatomy is a very, very difficult thing to do properly. Like, people spend years studying it at university. So, yeah. And to be honest with you, even tracing can be bloody difficult at times. As long as you're not telling a computer to do it based on somebody else's art style, then what you're doing is art, and it's valid. And yes, that is me taking my stance on AI art. AI art can fuck off. It's not art. It's thievery. And not the fun kind that's in RuneScape either. I recognise this tune. Not heard it in a while, but I recognise it. It's going in the list. Oh, I have strawberry kiwi energy drink today. And it's a little bit too sweet, I think, but it's nice. Thank you, Godzilla. Oh, I forgot to check if Twitch had sorted its shit out where my redemptions were concerned. Ah, well, I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, I don't know how long we're gonna go for tonight. I'll be frank with you folks. I do have plans this evening, and I was supposed to have plans that would mean I wouldn't be streaming at all next weekend, but they've been cancelled. So I definitely don't want to miss out on the plans for this evening now. So I'll probably only go to what is my normally stated time. I hope you folks don't mind. So how's everyone's first week of 2023 been so far? I know we've got a couple of days left to it. Like the first full week. It aged me. Both literally and figuratively, Cypher. Bit wank, honestly. 2022's dregs are still kicking my teeth in. Oh, bless your tits. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope the year improves for you. I really do. Thank you, tits. New city, new job, new house. It's been a wonderful 2023 so far. Sounds very exciting, Irish. Are you in a position and willing to tell us a little bit about the new job? Like, have you changed industry? Is this a dream job? Because, like, if one of us is just, like, hitting the jackpot in terms of perfect year, then that'll do for now. Be nice if we could all find ourselves in that kind of positive position. Get to work with NASA and Blue Origin in the space industry. Oh my god, Irish, that's so cool. Like, my partner, Slow, is a massive space nerd. He would be very jealous if he was awake. That is really cool. So if I play Kerbal Space Program again, you're going to be teaching me what to do, right? I'm very bad at Kerbal Space Program. There is a clip to prove it. It's an old clip as well, that. Get paid to do launches, work on missions. It's a dream job. Oh my god, that sounds so cool. Oh, wow. Good for you, Irish. That sounds absolutely fucking immense. I'm so happy for you. Like that is just fantastic. So cool. That's really brightened my afternoon up, that has. First day is the 16th. Ah, that's so soon. Ooh, are you excited? Are you nervous? Because being nervous is fine. As long as you're excited as well, though, obviously. A little bit of stress is good for us. Too much stress, not so much. Ooh, that didn't feel good. Oh, I turned the group chat off. I should probably check that every now and then. Just in case anybody messages me. Nothing else matters. Just a group chat. So, I'm trying to think. What have I done since New Year's Day on here? Obviously, I've done a bit more agility, as I'm doing right now. I've not done any more quests. Because, as I think most of you know already, I put a poll up on Discord and the Twitter. Twitter? Yeah. On Discord and Twitter. I was supposed to be on Twitter and the Discord, but I got the two services mixed up in a sentence, and that was what threw me there. To see if people would like to see more of the quests. At last check, doing more quests on the Iron Man account was winning. So I haven't done any more quests on the Iron Man account, because if that wins, then you folks will get to see all of the quests that I have left to do for the Iron Man account. Which, because I never played RuneScape 2, and therefore have technically never played old school RuneScape before, all of the quests are going to be new to me. Also, I've never had a membership before, because I played RuneScape Classic, so pre this shit right here. So it's all new to me, and I suppose for some of you folks it'll be new for you too. But yeah, so I've not done any more questing, purely because I want to save that for you folks if that option wins in the poll, which it looks like it's going to, and I am a-okay with that, because frankly starting another account is going to be a lot of extra work, and I'm lazy. Oh, and I have a full-time job as well, so I should probably think about that. But yeah, so I've not done any quests. I've mostly been fishing. And on Wednesday, because I wasn't well enough to stream, I basically bundled myself up in some blankets on the couch, put a movie on. Hello, Steen. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well today. I bundled myself up on the couch and I went to a fishing spot and I just pressed the button to start fishing, and I fell asleep because I was feeling so poorly. I just fell asleep while I was fishing, and I woke up about an hour later having been booted from the game because I'd stopped fishing when I ran out of space for fish, and hadn't done anything for long enough that the game had booted me. And I did that twice on Wednesday. Like, I was so tired, but I wasn't tired, if you know what I mean. You know when you're not feeling very well and you're like, okay, I can't sleep. I need to sleep, but I can't sleep. And then the second you go, fine, I'm going to do something, your brain just goes, nope, power saving mode now. That was me on Wednesday, which is why I didn't paint. I like how you went back twice. Yeah, well, I woke up from my unscheduled danger nap and went, oh, I'm not going to be able to sleep now, am I? I was wrong. um, but yeah, the fishing in this is weirdly soothing. Like the sounds aren't great. I won't fall asleep this time. I just slept. Yeah, exactly. I severely underestimated how unwell I was feeling on Wednesday. Like spending all day with tummy trouble whilst being at work for the first time in like 2 weeks. Off the back of really bad sleeping patterns over Christmas and having done a 32-hour stream over New Year's with 45 minutes of sleep. It's no wonder that I was fucking wiped. But no, that didn't occur to me. Because why would it? I very much enjoy watching you jump along the roofs in this. It's nice and chill, isn't it? And I am fucking knackered today, so I thought, you know what, we're gonna jump, we're gonna chat, probably gonna fall. We're gonna listen to some tunes. Just you'll always sleep, except when you don't want to. Yeah. Well, except when I want to. But I've finally got my sleep patterns back to something resembling normal. Which is good. But my temperature is all over fucking hockey tonight, though. This is what I was saying about getting caught in the rain yesterday. It's screwed my system up a little bit. Not enough for me to be actively unwell, just sort of feel a little unpleasant. Doesn't help that I didn't want to wake Slow up by going into the bedroom to get some dry clothes. So I sat in like the bottom layer of what I'd been wearing when I got caught in the rain, thinking it won't be that damp, it's not going to cause a problem. It was a lot more damp than I thought it was. The rain just went straight through everything I was wearing, including my fucking raincoat, much to my dismay. And I was wearing a woolly, my woolly cardigan, my Mr. Rogers cardigan. I was wearing that, sopping fucking wet. Tell you what, Scotland knows how to do rain. Oh, having Steen in chat's reminded me. There is a game that once the PC is built, I'm going to save up for and I'm going to pick up and we're going to play it on the Late Night Lounge. Because I think we can have a lot of fun with it. It's about a cult. It's basically Ghostwire Cult. Steen's been playing it. It's called The Chant. And it looks like a lot of fun. And by it looks like a lot of fun, I mean I think we can have a good chat about some weird shit whilst I get my ass beaten repeatedly. But yeah, it's a more recent game and therefore not something that I can run on this machine. It's very good. Remember to upgrade. Yes, bless him. Steen wasn't upgrading his character's stats throughout the course of the game, and it has come back to bite him quite severely. But like I said during your stream, Steen, if the game had encouraged you to upgrade at points during the game, or made some of the combat that you had to do as rare as it was require you to be a little bit more buffed before you got to the fucking end boss rush, it wouldn't have been a problem because he would have upgraded naturally as a way of helping you to progress through the game, but you didn't need to. Which I think is a failing on the developer's part, personally. The game looks absolutely fantastic. It's just unfortunate that they haven't been a little bit more encouraging about the use of game mechanics, shall we say. It's like in Signalis, if you exit out of the save menu without saving, it says, "You'll regret this later." Maybe they should have done something like that. It's just very leisurely up until then. Yeah, it was very, very walking simulatory, wasn't it? Not in a well, this is tedious kind of way, but a lot of it was more sort of talking and solving puzzles than than solving puzzles with your fists. Or a bundle of sage, which I think is what you're actually using, isn't it? But yeah, it looks like it could be good fun for the late night lounge, because we do love a spooky game and we do love an interesting conversation in that time slot. Oh, I'm still wearing my fucking chef's hat. Look. So to get into the chef's guild, you have to get your cooking up to a certain level. But you can't just be a good cook. You've got to go in wearing the proper attire. So they won't let you in unless you're wearing your chef's hat. And I went in because there's a bar of chocolate in there that you can just take. And I was getting supplies together to make chocolate cakes. And I just completely forgot to take the hat off. So I've just been running around with it on my head. I am the speedy chef. It's like the Swedish chef, but less racist. Okay, 47. So I've got enough one of the bits of the outfit that I'm missing. Now I just need to get enough for the other two. And my stamina's regenning fast enough that I don't need to worry about going off and getting them now. Because the 3 bits that I've got on are regenning it quicker than I'm expending it on the rooftops, which is nice. Makes things a lot easier. I'm really glad that I decided to do things the way I have when it comes to the agility, because some people will just save up all of their marks and buy everything at once so they don't have to and fro. But yeah, this seems to have worked out quite well for me, because it means that I can just keep running this circuit now without getting tired. So it's speeding it up here rather than speeding it up later. And I went for the most expensive pieces first because they give you the best buffs. Okay. Not just a hat rack. Yeah, not just a chef's hat stand. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else I've done. So I've been baking cakes, obviously. I've been fishing. I've been making a lot of jewellery. Because like really early on in me wanting to like beef up my crafting skill, DMAC very kindly gave me a bunch of like jewellery moulds and a huge stack of gold bars that I could use. So I've just been working my way through them, making some money off of them. Because they sell for a pretty penny as well. I've done some mining. I mined a fallen star. That might have been before the stream, but I don't think I told you about that. So that was cool. finally, I think. No, I'm not at a point where I can smelt what I got out of the star. I got some gold from it, I think. Oh god, I've not heard this in ages. Good choice whoever put this in. What else have I done? Like, I played a lot of this, but I cannot for the life of me think what I've done. Oh yeah, I went to a new place that I'd never been to before. Goldtrap like Haley. Yes, indeed. It's one of the reasons I've always liked Haley's username is it's a fucking good pun. I love a good pun. Honestly, amazed that nobody else came up with it before her as well. It's just great pun. Solid quality pun. I used to love a bit of Goldtrap. Oh, Torpor's pulling out all the hits tonight. Love LaRue. In for the Kill is a great track. My personal favourite LaRue track is Not Your Toy. Just, it's so wonderfully poppy. Oh, I fell off the roof again. Different roof this time though, so at least I'm keeping things fresh. Right, try not to click on the werewolves because they will fucking kill me if they wolf out. Hello, Rust. Welcome in. How you doing? I hope the year is treating you well so far. Oh, I just realised I've been squinting at the screen. I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just because I'm tired and not feeling very well. It's making me squinty. You folks get that?
Nice and moist
do
for
that all
me,
the time.
won't you?
It's like you're judging everything. Or you've seen someone you recognise in the distance. Torpor, thank you very much for the hydrate, the posture check, and the stretch. 2023 is the year that I actually get sound effects for the posture check and stretch commands. I just have to figure out what I want to do. I feel like the stretch one needs to be something from a Mr. Motivator video. That is aging me horribly though, isn't it? Could be fun though. One is not exclusive to the other. You can still judge everyone. This is very true. This is very true. I'm not that kind of person, though. It's too much effort to judge everybody. I only judge those deserving of my judgment. Oh, yeah, that's a really good idea, Tids. I like that. Fuck. There's probably a clip of me saying that to the dog during a stream at some point. Well, there won't be a clip of it, but there is probably me saying that somewhere in one of the VODs. I could just ask somebody to say it. I kind of like having community member sound bites in the stream. Makes it feel a little bit more. What's the word I'm looking for here? My brain's going homely, and I'm like, no, that's not the right word. But like, you folks know that as far as I'm concerned, you are as much a part of this channel as my avatar is, or anything else for that matter. So I like having like a little thing of you folks in here, long-standing community members. Just sort of showcase them a little bit, as it were, I guess. Like, I love that we've got you for the hydrate, Tids, and I love that we've got Longfang for spoilers and medicate, which are both perfect for him, really. Oh, and we've got Fuckboy as well, that's Longfang's voice work. The one that nobody ever uses. Hello, D. It's like you knew. Yeah, the one that never gets used is the one that I clipped from one of DMAX streams, which is damn right. I should change it to just be right, shouldn't I? It's like I've been here for an hour, just lurking. Always fucking lurking, mate. It's good to see you. I hope you've had a decent day. Honestly, I really like just having a parkour stream where we chat while I throw myself across buildings. It's nice and chill. Yeah. See if it still works, actually.
You're goddamn right, homie.
See, nobody ever uses that one, which just tells me that you think I'm never right about anything. Which is fair. Actually, I've got a tool in my audio setup that I could probably properly isolate Dee's voice from the background music now. Might have to give that a go. Yeah, I like having stuff like that in the available sound commands. So if anybody wants to submit a sound bite, do let me know. I might even make it like a channel point redemption that you can have a sound command on the channel that is you.
Oh no, Mormons!
I wish the Bard was a community member. I bet he'd be a laugh. Wrong time zone for us, though, isn't he? We're getting there, slowly but surely. Oh boy. Ooh, a bit of Daft Punk. Lovely. There's a really fun video of Daft Punk at I want to say it's at a festival. It might be at one of their own shows, but they do like a bit where they basically have like an argument through the medium of their music, and it's fab. It's really funny. When you say someone, do you mean me? Because I'm pretty sure I've said that to you folks at least once. And technically we don't need that because we've got this.
Oh, dude.
It would be weird hearing myself. Yeah, I don't know how streamers that have sound commands that are themselves, or like Slate has himself saying, Slate, you've got a raid for his raids, and I no, that'd wig me out too much. The nice thing about streaming is that I don't have to edit any of this shit, so I don't have to listen to my own voice any more than I already have to. I'm married, I'm used to being wrong. Oof. I would submit a voice clip, but I hate the sound of my own voice. Fucking mood, Cypher. I am 100% with you there. It's just who's just leaving strength potions on the roof? The fuck? The fuck? Messy buggers. I can't even pick it up because I'm on a group Iron Man. I'm not allowed to pick it up. I'm not allowed to tidy the mess up. Messy buggers, honestly. Just because you put it somewhere people can't see, it doesn't make you less of a little out. Fine with inflicting it on others. Yeah, me too. I mean, you folks are here, right? I did a couple of runs before I started the stream, just while I was getting everything set up. Basically, I wanted to get into the game and make sure everything was working and the PC wasn't being an arse. One of the tracks that came on was Castlevania track, which I think is just so perfect for this particular area. I mean, werewolves rather than vampires, but there's werewolves in Castlevania as well. Ha! One more time. The theme tune to doing laps up here. Laps until goal, 11. We're getting there. Yep. I just realised if I put my cup on the other side, I could take a drink without having to stop running, which would speed things up a little bit. But do I care that much? No. No, I don't. It's good to take a break from my mouse every now and then. Oh, I don't think that's what you were aiming for. Cypher? Well, it has given you something from Bleach, which may or may not have been what you were aiming for there. And has actually made me think of something that I'd like to put in the jukebox as well. Okay, the track you're looking for doesn't exist in Spotify, which is why it's done what it's done. Oh, yeah. Sure thing, Rust. I don't have the queue open at the moment, because it was being finicky earlier. Twitch has been a bit fucky the last couple of days for a lot of folks. So I just went, you know what, fuck it, it doesn't matter. So I will refund you for that later. But I'm going to put something that I have not listened to in a very long time into the jukebox because you have reminded me about it by accident. It's not even in my liked songs, which is just fucking criminal. There we go. And I'll remove that. Lovely. You're gonna get a look into Teenage Hobbs's brain in a little bit. Won't that be fun? To be fair, they're a band that I still listen to, just not very often these days. Clicky, clicky. Nope, still not got it. Just keep dropping it. I mean, sure, it's supposed to be absolutely huge, but no, it's actually very small. You believe me, right? Yeah, no worries. Thanks, Rust. Always open to new interesting sounds for the stream. They're going to be fun. Like the Mothman command. I had a lot of fun putting that together. Like editing the different files to get the perfect sound bites and stuff. I love doing stuff like that. It's the flavour of stream admin that I actually quite like, is doing stuff like that. Something else I'd really like to start doing again this year is once the PC's sorted and I'm in a position where I'm less likely to cause crashes by opening things like Photoshop, is I'd like to get back to doing my horrendously cursed title cards, because I used to have so much fun putting them together. I mean, they might not be quite so cursed now. I might actually, put real effort into them rather than shitpost the effort. But yeah, I'd like to bring them back. Have different cards for each thing that we play. I mean, if we have like a party stream and stuff like that. Oh, Waves, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. I hope 2023 is treating you well. Yeah. Welcome in. Give me them marks. This has been a lot of running for these. Still got so many to get. 50 more, really, to complete the whole set. Well, best of luck to you. I need 70, I think. About 70. 73. I need 73. It's exactly how many I need. So, what have you got left to get? Or have you decided to get the whole lot all at once? Getting it all at once. Fair play. A lot of people seem to do that. I elected to pick the legs and the body up. And then I got the gloves because I was very, very sleepy and I picked the wrong piece out of the menu. But yeah, I elected to get those two bits so that I could make the rest of the runs a little bit easier to do. Because, yeah, that ain't going anywhere. And then I'm just going to get the rest of them all at once. Though I'm really tempted to go and pick the hood up because the chef's hat is bugging me. I know I could just take the chef's hat off, but then my ears will get cold. So you a seasoned old school RuneScape player, or are you fairly new to it? And sorry I'm giving you the Inquisition when you've literally just got here, but learning a little bit about you. And feel free to tell me to fuck off if you want. You don't have to answer any questions that I ask. Just started again 3 days ago. Oh, wow. Okay. 13 years off. Oh, we're kind of in the same boat then. I haven't played since Classic. It's been about 20 years since I last played any RuneScape. And one of my mods here, very good friend of mine, DMAC, bullied me into picking up old school RuneScape just before Christmas. And we're doing a group Iron Man together with our friend Brian, who may or may not be lurking, as is his way. Yeah, it's been really nice. Like, we've all kind of got a little role that we want to do. Hi, Brian. Thought you might be lurking. Got 30 quests done, 6 skills, 50 plus in 3 days or so. Nice! I got a lot done over Christmas, because I've not been able to play much during the week before that, because I work full-time, and work was fucking stacked. But yeah, when I've not been streaming, because streaming RuneScape is a new thing for me. When I've not been streaming or working, I've been putting in my hours then. I work 4 months a year. Nice. I hope they are an enjoyable 4 months. I hope whatever it is you do for those 4 months is something that you like. But yeah. It's been really nice to sort of get back into it without actually... Fisherman! Oh, cool! How does the RuneScape fishing hold up to the real thing? I'm guessing it doesn't. Yeah, that's really neat. Not quite the same. Yeah, it's been nice to sort of get back into it, and yay, 55. Get in there. And to be able to go, oh yeah, I know this thing. Little nicer sitting here fishing. Yeah, I can imagine. Much cozier. Less damp. Yeah. So like Lumbridge, I go, oh yeah, I know this place. This looks very familiar. I recognize this. And then I go anywhere else, and I'm just like Gandalf. I have no memory of this place. This is all new to me. Who are these people? Where am I? I want to go home. But it's been neat. And I don't know how anything works. I find the game easier now. Well, literally my only experience of RuneScape prior to this is Classic, and don't know if you ever played Classic, but it was interesting.
Attack, my fishy friends! My fishy friends!
Why does that one always double up? So weird.
Gold Frappuccino is
Haley.
rating with a shoal of 10.
We were talking about you not long ago, because Torpor put Gold Frap in the jukebox. I was saying how much I love your username because it's a solid fucking pun. Thank you so much for trusting me with your community. How did the rest of your stream go? Did you throw the Lego ring into the Lego Mount Doom? Phone just went beepy. That was weird. Yeah, thank you so much. Welcome on, and everybody. If you've not been here before, hello, I'm Hobby10. I am a variety streamer based in Scotland. And I am very tired, so we are having a chill night. I am doing some agility runs in old school RuneScape, and we are just sort of chatting and putting tunes in the jukebox. And again, if you've not been here before, to put anything in the jukebox, it costs a single bar token. And anything that's in Spotify, it can handle. All you have to do is put the name of the song and the artist, or a link directly to the track from Spotify into the request, and Chibi-tan will take care of the rest for you. Need to start work on Cyberpunk for tomorrow. Oh, are you running Cyberpunk tomorrow? That's exciting. Oh, and there are no limits on what genre, language, anything like that. Music with swears in. Thank you, Eminem, for demonstrating that. Anything like that, perfectly fine. The only thing I'd say is don't put shitposty music in. If it's a song you actually genuinely enjoy and you're not doing it just to get a rise out of me, then by all means it can go in jukebox. But yeah, if my group is available, yeah, that's fair. This time of year is always a bit rough when it comes to RP groups because people are getting over Christmas and New Year's and stuff, and some of them still have other commitments as well. It can be a bit. Yeah. We got that Lego ring destroyed. Wicked. Nice one. I had completely forgotten that in Lego Lord of the Rings, one of the mechanics is to just wang Gimli across things. It seems a bit mean. Poor bugger. If dwarves were meant to fly, they'd have been born with wings. Hello, Haruibo. How you doing, sweetheart? And Tomahoop as well. I know I didn't say hello before. I'm so sorry. Hello. I hope you're all doing well. Got some absolutely fantastic streamers in chat this evening. I don't know how long I'm going to be going for. Probably not for that much longer. Maybe another hour or so. We'll see how I'm feeling because I'm a little bit rough around the edges today. After getting an unexpected shower when bringing Porthos home from the vets yesterday. I only speak the truth, Haribo. So, folks that have just joined us, how's 2023 treating you? Good things coming your way, I hope so. Any exciting plans? Please tell us all. Well, as much as you're comfortable with. I really like this track. I thought it was a really smart idea to have it for Venom. I mean, obviously it's specifically for Venom, but you know what I mean. It fits the vibe of the film quite well. And I like Eminem. Oh, I don't know if it'd be of interest to anybody. There's an animated show on Netflix called Lookism, which is based on a webtoon. It's about a lad who's really badly bullied in Korea because he's not conventionally attractive. And he moves away to go to a new school where the bullies aren't. So, you know, completely clean slate. Or at least that's the hope. And he goes to sleep, wakes up the next day in a different body. Really, really, like, pretty boy. Very conventionally attractive. He's tall, he's muscular, he's athletic. Has a very nice sounding voice. You know, the whole package, as it were. But his other body is still there. Like, his actual original body is there. It's just asleep. And the series is about him navigating the world in this very attractive body during the day, and then that body going to sleep and his other body waking up and him using that body at night, and the difference in the way that people treat him and talk to him. And from what I've heard, the comic that it's based on does a much better job of being poignant and really driving some points home. But I think the series is good. The animation is nothing to write home about, but if you don't care about that kind of stuff, if you're more interested in the story, then you might enjoy it. Because I basically just sort of popped it on as background noise while I was doing agility runs. And it was quite good. Some really good stuff in it, and some very catchy tunes, which is partly why I was reminded of it, because there's a character in it that wants to be a rapper because he's from a disadvantaged background. He's extremely poor, and very badly bullied. And he knows that Eminem came from a similar background, and part of the reason he became a rapper was to prove a point to his bullies. So this lad really identifies with Eminem. And I really liked that. Like, he took his pain and turned it into something. It's not always healthy, but it was a really good subplot, I think. Yes, if you like that kind of thing, might be worth a look. No pun intended, considering the name. I'm really excited about my computer parts coming. Really excited. Don't ask me to tell you what they are. I know they're good, but my memory of the exact letters and numbers is... Hello, Cole. Welcome in. I hope the year's treating you well so far. If I'm not mistaken, didn't you start a new job recently? How are you getting on? And did you end up having time off over Christmas? Because I suppose that'd probably that'd probably make things a little bit more difficult in the how you're getting on front, wouldn't it? Doggy daycare, that's so cool. Love that. Oh, has the jukebox decided to throw a tantrum, Torpor? Looks like it has. Give me a second, folks. I'm just going to give the jukebox a kick. Well, wouldn't be a Hobby Tan stream if the jukebox didn't die at some point. There we go. Did you request the same track twice? Or did it not go in the first time, Torpor? Because it looks like it went in, but Oop. You did not. Ah, okay. Oh. No, that's my fault. Hang on. I must have highlighted the wrong message. We good? Yeah, got it. Oh, Sophie Ellis Baxter. Fucking hell. Another track I've not thought about in a long time. You're just trying to remind me of my childhood now, aren't you, Torpor? Not that I mind. Alright, let's get jogging. Gosh, I am old. Don't make me old, you. That one only works on its own, I think. I need to update some of these. Some of these are still back from when I had a bot that didn't know how to cope with commands being in the middle of a sentence. And they've just never been updated. Thank you, Cypher. I do love the comedy of people who are older than me using that on me. It's about as close to absurdism as we're ever going to get here, I think. Yeah, so I was saying earlier, I wanna start doing the daft title cards for streams again, because I know we've got the Hobby Happy Hour one, which isn't daft. That's like a proper serious one. Shout out to the incredible Hibby for that art as well, because I do love that piece of art. But yeah, I'd like to start doing the game title cards again. Because I've still got all the old ones. I never got rid of anything, so every stream that I've done that's had one of those, I still have both versions. I have the original Hobby Squig version and the Hobby Tan version, where there is both. Because I updated some of them when I went through the rebrand, but I got tired and I stopped updating the old ones and just started making the new ones. I think actually for the next time we have an anniversary stream, I think I might go through some of the old title cards and we'll have a look at them and reminisce over those streams, because I think that could be quite fun. Because sometimes I go in that folder and I'm just like, oh shit, I don't even remember streaming that. When did Ghostwire come out? Ghostwire was the last one I did one for. No worries, Cypher. It's bedtime, I see. Well, it's been lovely to have you here. You take care, okay? We'll see you again soon. And another belated happy birthday. One for the road.
Get nice and moist for me, won't you?
Let's go back up there. Hello, ma'am. Thank you for the hydrate. Those that haven't been here before, I'm not just calling Howl's Calcifer ma'am. She is my actual real life mother. And she is one of my best and longest supporters. I love her dearly. Yeah, this is a proper tune. This is. We were talking during the marathon stream about there was I think it was Radio 1. Can't even get a resub off my ma. Oh, bless you, Steen. Why the heck is my phone making noise? It's not on silent mode anymore, that's why. I was having problems with the button earlier, the side button, and I must have accidentally turned silent mode off when I was trying to fix it. And that's cool. What, my mum is awesome. Yeah. I am very, very lucky. I have a very good mum. But the best thing about my mum is that she basically mothers everybody. It's basically no secret because of the way she's got a Twitter set up. But my mum's name is Wendy. And all of the local, like my physical IRL local friends back at the old place called her Wendy Lady. And Slow calls her Wendy Lady as well. Because she is the mother to us all. She's We are her little band of lost boys, as it were. But she always looks after everybody. She's mother to all streamers. And the amount of channels she lurks in and will just, like, drop a hydrate for somebody when they least expect it. Love it. Guerrilla internet parenting. Your stretch is out of stock. Oh no! Yeah, everything's got a timer on it now because, frankly, ma'am, you, Torpor, and Modhale kept redeeming them like back to back, so I was spending a good 5 minutes just stretching, hydrating, and posture checking. And I don't need to check my posture that regularly. I know I sit terribly, but it's a little much. There are ways around it, though. Thank you, Tids. It didn't work, but I'll let you off. Oh, I fell off the roof again. See, this is what happens when people tell me to hydrate. I fall off the roof. Lose my concentration. Lose my footing. It's a miracle I ain't broken my legs yet. Darn that mod hell for posture enforcement. I wouldn't have you lot any other way, and I do really appreciate you making sure that I maintain my meat mecha. I should be making sure you maintain yours as well. So on that note, if you have been sat here for a little while, please do remember to take care of your meat mecha. Have a little stretch. Take a little sip of your drink. Maybe roll your neck a little bit, your shoulders. And if you are prone to shrimping, now's a good moment to just give your back a little breather and do a little lunge shrimp. Thank you for the treat for Porthos, Cole. I'm gonna wait to give it to him. Because he's asleep right now. And the same goes for the one that you've redeemed, ma'am. Let's get that sorted so you see less of the radiator and more of the dog. Oh yeah, for anyone that's not been here before, this is Porthos. He is my 12-year-old Staffordshire Bull Terrier. He is a rescue. He is the biggest, soppiest baby ever. And he likes cuddles. And he went to the vets yesterday. So we are praising him and loving him today because he is a brave boy. Right. Like he didn't even budge at me digging into the treat jar then. So I'm going to pop those on my desk for him for when he wakes up. And there was a treat for me as well. Thank you, Cole. Oh, shit, I better click, otherwise I'm going to get booted. It will be... It's a gummy meerkat, but its legs have fallen off, so I'm going to fish around for its legs. Oh, Steen, thank you for the treat for Porthos. Ah, there's its legs. And a treat for Chibi Tan as well. Thank you very much, Cole. It was an utter stroke of genius from Inquisitor Grox, valued member of the community. When I said I needed to rename the bot to be more in keeping with the rest of the channel, because I never bothered to change the bot's name after I rebranded over a year ago. Oops. But Grox suggested that I name the bot after the little Tamagotchi style pet that we have, Chibi-Tan, so that when people gave it treats, they would technically giving the bot treats. And honestly, I'm so annoyed I didn't think of that. Go on. There we go. But yeah. The bot deserves treats too. Yeah, exactly. Chibi-Tan puts in a lot of fucking effort. They keep everything on this stream running smoothly. And sure, sometimes they cock up, especially where the jukebox is concerned. Because a bot is only as bright as the person that programs it. The bot is very bright, to be fair. I didn't program it. Otherwise it would be a very stupid bot. Yeah. Chibi-Tan has some happy accidents every now and then, but overall, they put in a lot of work. Chibi-Tan danced for over 30 hours straight last weekend. Yeah. Chibi-Tan's legs are tired. I mean, my legs are tired and I spent the entire time sat down. For those that weren't aware, I did a 32-hour-long marathon stream. New Year's Eve to New Year's Day. It was supposed to be 24, but the generosity of the community resulted in it being a lot longer than that. And I have only just fixed my sleep patterns. It's taken me all week to sort that shit out after. Chibi-Tan gets a little confused sometimes, but they've got the spirit. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Rust. Well put. Well said. Chibi-Tan tries, and we can't ask for more than that. And they did dance for a long, long time. It's a lot of cardio. Now, this is a really good band. I absolutely adore all the damn vampires. I found them by accident when I was looking for vampire-themed music. Turns out I really like them. Just a really good synth band. How many laps have we got left till the goal? 52! 52! Fucking hell. That's quite a lot of laps. I could be here a while. I'm gonna get bored eventually. Like, the sensible thing to do if you're grinding for something like this is to just keep going until you get to the finish line. But I get so easily bored if I do that. And because this is technically my first proper experience of old school RuneScape, I'm deliberately avoiding doing things that I'm getting bored of. So I'll do a bunch of laps of this and then I'll go, no, I'm bored and I'm going to go do something else. Because if I get bored, I'm eventually going to go, I don't want to play this anymore. Because it's boring. Which it's not. It's not in the slightest bit boring. There is loads to fucking do. I mean, look at all the quests. I mean, I've done quite a fair few of the free quests already. But look at all these. There's tons. There's fucking tons. I'll be going forever. Got all these to show you folks. And then there's the mini quests as well. There's loads of things to explore. I've got all of these skills that if I want to really properly have a go at this, these all go up to 99. And there's different ways of training each one of them up. So it's not even like you need some of these at certain levels to do specific quests. But you can basically forge your own path. There is no specific order in which you have to do stuff. There's no specific way in which you have to do stuff. There are more efficient ways to do things, but who gives a shit about efficiency? Unless you're speedrunning it. And that's a different kettle of fish. But I'm not speedrunning it. I'm just playing it to have fun. And even when I'm doing this, I'm having fun. Jukebox may have just wandered off again. The heck? Oh, sorry, Torpor. I did not see that message initially. I'll give it another kick. What is up with it tonight? Oh, silly me. Okay, either I'm unwell or it's getting warm in here. Oh, hello. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well today. And thank you for the treat for me. There we go. It's working again now. I'm wondering if it's just like, it feels like it's idling for too long and it's turning itself off because it's idling.
Hello there.
Yeah, thank you for the treat for me. It is 24 degrees in my office, that's why I'm hot. There we go. It is fizzy cola bottle. Thank you very much, Halo. And yet another fantastic streamer in chat with us this evening. Enjoyable as always, Halo. Just throwing myself about on the rooftops. Yeah, so there's loads of stuff you can do. The one thing I really want to do is more luck than skill, unfortunately. So it's something that I'm going to have to just hope for as I'm going through and training up other skills. Because I want a pet. There is a specific pet that I want. I went through this during the marathon stream. There is a raccoon. And, you know, it's kind of part of the brand at this point, isn't it? So I want the raccoon, but you get the raccoon randomly whilst you're stealing shit from people, which is appropriate. So it's not going to happen today, that's for sure. Apparently, you can randomly get a giant squirrel from doing these, which is a thing. It is fairly cute. Yeah, there's all sorts of neat little pets that you can potentially get in this game as well. Is it working again now, Torpor? Looks like it is. Yeah. Good. Jukebox is just having a bit of a tizzy. I mean, it got a bloody beating at the weekend, didn't it? There was a point when I think we had something like 3 hours worth of music queued up, which has never happened before. The requests were coming in thick and fast. Oh dear. We've not seen any marks in a little while, have we? Trying to think when the last one was. Because we're only at 61. So we've had 10 since I last thought about it. Maybe 9 actually, but We've had almost 10 since the last time I thought about it. When I was doing runs over my lunch break earlier, I got 3 marks in a row. Like, lap mark, lap mark. I was just like, oh, wow, it's my lucky afternoon. That never happens. Oh, speaking of that never happens. GDQ's coming up. Next week, I think it is. And they have just released their sort of general merch for the event. And one of the things that they've released is like jogging bottoms and a hoodie to go with the jogging bottoms. 2 separate pieces, unfortunately. Starts Sunday. Thank you, Halo. I knew someone in chat would know. I'm bad at time. Time is complicated. So I've got these jogging bottoms and a hoodie to go with the jogging bottoms. But the hoodie says, this has never happened before, on them. And if it weren't for the fact that they're so fucking expensive, and I know it's for charity, so it makes sense they're expensive, but if it wasn't for the fact that they're so fucking expensive and I would literally only ever wear them in the house, I would get those joggers and the hoodie that goes with them. They're so fucking good. How poppy would you like to go this evening? I am happy with whatever folks put in the jukebox. I mean, we've already had quite an interesting collection of tunes. Part of that being my doing. I mean, heck, we've even got some more recent emo in the jukebox playlist coming up. So, you know, put whatever you like in, whatever you fancy. Thematic music always welcome as well if you want to take the piss a little bit and put tub thumping in because I keep falling off the roof. By all means, folks like to put that in when I'm playing Jump King, because I'm not very good at Jump King. But yeah, whatever you like. Though I will say I am not going to go for much longer because, frankly, I'm far too warm and I need to do something about it. I can't do that while I'm on stream. Oh. Oh. Finally got another mark. Oh, bugger. Hello, Longfang. Well, there's my raid plan out the window. How you doing, mate? Welcome on in. Hello, raiders. Hope you're all doing well. How is the Transformer coming along? Hello, Longship. Hello, Rocket. Hello, Kian. Oh, thank you, Chibitan. I ran out of steam entirely. Oh, bless you. Please send all your spare Hamon energy to the long friend. He has not been feeling too well. And this time of year is always bloody difficult, energy-wise anyway, but yeah. Send the long boy some love. Did you manage to at least get the ideas that you had down on virtual paper before you ran out of steam? Because I know you'd got some specific ideas that you wanted to try and jot out. Oh. That's ominous. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Loving it. So, first off, I am sorry for putting that idea in your brain, Longfang. I really am. Longfang and Wib have been chatting Transformers in our group chat with a couple of other folks. And they've been particularly active over the last sort of 24 hours talking about Transformery stuff. Which is fine. I love reading the stuff that they're talking about, because I know fuck all about Transformers. I love Transformers, but I am nowhere near that knowledgeable. And I always love seeing people talk about things that they're passionate about. And I like learning new stuff about things that my friends are interested in. But I had a thought, and I decided to ask. I'm not really a car person. They don't interest me. But there is one specific exception. I really, really like the 1947 Ford Super Deluxe convertible. Why? Why that specific car? Why that specific year? How many of you have seen Karate Kid? Some of you will already know that I am a first dan black belt. I was a tournament martial artist right up until I was 15, 16. Yeah, about 16. Closer to 17, but I was about 16. When school had to take priority, because I was trying to get into uni and stuff. So I needed to prep for that. So I was spending more time focusing on my education, didn't have time to be going to tournaments and training 5 times a week. But I'd been doing karate since I was 6 years old. And my parents, being the nerds that they are, thought the best thing for a kid doing karate was to get them watching Karate Kid. And in Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi, the karate master, gives Daniel, the main character, a 1947 Ford Super Deluxe convertible flatbed in yellow. And I saw that and immediately fell in love with that car and have loved that car ever since I was a kid as a result. It's the only car I give a shit about in all the world of cars, just that one car. So I asked Wib and Longfang if there was a transformer that transformed into something that looked like a 1947 Ford Super Deluxe convertible. And the answer was, not really. There's some stuff that's close, but not really. So, poor long friend was cursed with this idea and a mighty need to do something about it. So that's what he was doing on stream today. And I am very excited by the way that's shaping up. And for anyone that doesn't know the car that I'm talking about, give me a second. Quickly run. Don't want to get disconnected. There you go. That was the first image I could grab quickly. It's not the specific one that started this off in the first place, but it'll do. Yes, Longfang! Love it! Pad Morita was an absolute treasure. It really was. And I'm so glad that when they did Cobra Kai, they dedicated the show to Pat Morita. Pat Morita is the guy who played Mr. Miyagi in Karate Kid. And if you've not seen Karate Kid and you are able to, I highly recommend it. It's a wonderful film. With the lens of experience, I sit there and watch some of the fights and I'm just like, that would not fly in a fucking tournament. That's completely unacceptable. Apparently it's the same car in Cobra Kai. Yep, it is. I have no idea how happy I was when it showed up for the first time. But yeah, so if you can, I'd say watch Karate Kid, watch the second and third Karate Kids as well, and watch Cobra Kai. There are things in Cobra Kai that are deliberately meant to be, oh, you shouldn't say that, but that's kind of the point. Finally, I was talking to a friend today about Cobra Kai. Really, that is funny. Yeah, it's a really good show. Like, I was worried it was going to be shit because a lot of these kind of remember this from your youth things can be a bit ooh, but it knows what it is and it leans into it in the perfect way. Like, I often say to people that it's kind of like it's very similar to Venture Brothers in its
Get
tone.
nice and moist for me,
Oh,
won't
Torpor,
you?
thank you for the hydrate. Because very iffy first season aside, Torpor, thank you for the posture check and the stretch that I'm sure is about to occur. There we go. Folks, as always, my participation is mandatory, yours is optional, but it is highly encouraged. Have a sip, have a stretch, and check that you're not shrimping too hard. Gotta take care of our spines. Yeah. Iffy first season aside where Venture Brothers is concerned. Both shows are about failure. And they're about living in a shadow. So for Venture Brothers, it's about Rusty Venture living in the shadow of his father's greatness. Because his dad was a great adventurer and he never wanted to be an adventurer like his dad, but he got dragged along on things and his father is a terrible parent. But that aside, so he's living in his father's shadow. He's not living up to the expectations people have for him as the child of his father. And everything he tries to do, be it to try and ride on his dad's coattails or to go out and do something for himself, goes wrong in some way. And the show is actually about how him and his kids cope with failure and about how they progress from that. And that is what the creators have said themselves. The show has always been about failure. And that's what Cobra Kai is about as well. Done the social stuff, I'm going to log off, get some food and go pass out. No worries, long friend. Thank you again for the raid. And I hope you feel better soon. You enjoy your food and get some good rest. You take care, okay? Yeah, Cobra Kai is about the same thing, so... Hello, Soup. Welcome on in. Has anyone seen the trailer for Renfield? Yes, I have. I am very excited for it. It looks very, very good. I'm a big fan of Nicolas Cage and a big fan of Nicholas Hoult, so I think having the two Nicks together is going to be really interesting. And they've made some very, very specific design choices with Nicolas Cage for the Dracula look. They have gone proper old school Universal Drac, and you can see Nick proper channeling Bela Lugosi in the trailer, and that makes me so fucking happy. I love a bit of Lugosi. He's a fantastic actor, very good Dracula. So that's gonna It's going to be good, I think. And even if it's shit, it's going to know exactly what it is and still be fun, I think. So, yeah. I am 100% down for that. So yeah, Cobra Kai is about the characters from the Karate Kid films living in the shadow of their former glory. And for the main character, which isn't the same main character as the Karate Kid films, it's actually his rival, who is the main character of Cobra Kai. But for the main character, it's about living with the fact that you peaked in high school, which is a thing. Oh, thank you, Drunken Dwarf. The Drunken Dwarf has given me beer and a kebab. What a friend. What a friend. Even if it's shit, it's going to be a Nick Cage film. It's going to be Nick Cage film shit. Yeah, exactly. Even bad Cage films are good, yes. Nick's recent roles have actually been really good in reveling in their slight naffness. Yes, they have. Very much so, Mobius. Hello, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well today. You must have streamed at some point, but I can get you removed from the list of stream shout-outs if you'd like. Chibi-tan will shout out anyone that's met specific streamer-flavoured criteria. Even if that was, like, 5 years ago. I saw Willy's Wonderland recently. That's some peak Nick Cage. It really is. I adore Willy's Wonderland. I enjoyed it so much that I showed it to my mother. It's like, we were supposed to be watching something else, and I went, no, you need to see this. So we watched Willy's Wonderland, and she really enjoyed it as well. I think if they ever decided to do a Five Nights at Freddy's film now, because of Willy's Wonderland, it would never be able to hold up. Because we've already had the perfect Five Nights at Freddy's film. Nick Cage is great in Willy's Wonderland without saying a damn word, which speaks to how good of an actor he is, in my opinion, yeah. I think I streamed to like 5 friends several years ago. I don't mind. There just won't be much to see. Not wrong with that. Yeah. I was saying this to Longfang the other day, but Nicolas Cage he's done the bit of his career where he has to basically dance for money, as it were, just take any job that he can to keep a roof over his head, keep the bills paid. And he's now comfortably into the point in his career where he can just do the projects that he likes doing. And it shows. Because he's doing stuff that he enjoys, that he has fun with. And frankly, that's fucking weird. And it doesn't, like, I don't know how to describe it, but he's not a bad actor. He's never been a bad actor. But you can tell he's enjoying the films he's in because his acting just feels that much better, you know? God, I remember seeing these guys live. We went all the way to Milton Keynes for it on the coach. And we queued for ages. It's the first time I'd ever been to a gig in a stadium. Like a big outdoor arena type stadium. It was huge. It was a lot of fun. I think the only other time I've been to a venue of that kind of size was when I went to see the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Who were also quite good. So Green Day in Manchester, they were very good. Yeah, Green Day were great when I saw them. Was actually for this tour as well. My first stadium gig was Red Hot Chili Peppers. Neat. Small World. Was that because that would have been the Stadium Arcadium, ironically enough, tour for me. That was the same year that I saw Billy Talent for the first time, I think. The first time I've seen Billy Talent like 6 times. I've loved every Cage film I've seen. Yeah, that's fair. I can't think of a single Nicolas Cage film I haven't enjoyed. Yeah, 2008. Fuck. God, that was a while ago, wasn't it? If we're doing first stadium gigs, mine was at Huddersfield to see REM. Nice! What a good start to stadium gigs, eh? Was supported by Echo Belly, Terrorvision, and the Beautiful South. Fucking wonderful lineup. Ghost Rider was my first Nicolas Cage film. Marks are taking forever. Yeah, they really are. Like, I'm only at 66. So I've had 13 since you joined us in chat, Waves. My first was Lindisfarne. That wasn't at a stadium though, was it, ma'am? I thought that was at like a dive bar or something. And I say dive bar with all the affection in the world for anyone that doesn't know. Like going to see a band at a tiny little bar or a tiny little pub where the floor is sticky and there's not that much in the way of space is an experience. Is it Sheffield Civic Hall? Ah, okay. So a larger venue, but not a stadium. Because it's a Civic Hall. That would be, I'd guess, probably the same sort of size as De Montfort. Would have been Sheffield, but the tour for Monster in the mid-90s almost killed the band. Oof. Where you can just step onto the stage, yeah. In all honesty, those kind of gigs are a lot of fun. Like, so folks that have been here before will probably already know that I'm a big fan of MC Lars. I helped MC Lars make an album and got the hoodie to prove it. I've met him a few times. We talked about Moby Dick. I was really heavy into my literature at the time, so we were like proper talking about classical literature. It was a good time. He's a nice lad. But a couple of the gigs that I've been to of his, like tiny little pubs where the only way off of the stage is through the audience, and they are actually they're really nice. Intimate feels like the wrong word to use for a gig in any situation, but really nice intimate gigs. And a lot of good opportunities for crowd interaction at something of that size as well, because it's a lot easier to hear what people are saying. Like, the reason I bring up personal, yeah, that works. The reason I bring up Lars specifically is because the one occasion that really sticks in my mind, he was like, okay, let's do some improv rap. And he basically got people to either throw things up onto the stage for him to wax lyrical about, or he'd get them to shout out a prompt, and it was really fun because he was really getting the audience involved. Stuck a breakbeat on and just, got on with it. It was great. He's a very talented rapper. I feel like you can't necessarily get that kind of thing, especially at a stadium's size event, but like even at slightly bigger events, it's difficult. Oh, there we go. We've got another one. We're getting there slowly. I mean, on the plus side, we're over the halfway mark where the marks are concerned, no pun intended. Bilberry REM drummer had an aneurysm on stage. Oh, fuck. Bassist Mike Mills had to have abdominal surgery, and singer Michael Stipe had to have an operation on a hernia. Personally, I think the guitarist Peter Buck had taken out massive insurance policies on the rest of the band and was trying to cash out. Oh, hot damn. That's really fucking unfortunate, though, isn't it? They say it comes in threes. So I've been playing this on my iPad because I've not been feeling well. So I've basically been living in a little blanket fort on the couch, not really coming anywhere near my PC outside of work hours. And I'm using RuneLight on my PC. Not using RuneLight on my iPad because I don't think I can, more than anything else. But certain things, like these little progress bars, are RuneLight things. They're not part of standard RuneScape. And over the last few days, I'll be doing something like this, and then I'll go, oh, let's see how far away I am from getting my next level in Herblore. Maybe I can take a break from this and go and get another Herblore level. Clicking on this, not seeing a progress bar and going, oh yeah, I'm not on my computer. Because I love having these here, just so that I know. RuneLight is Java. I wonder what you're thinking, Prime B. Also, hello, I don't know if you've said anything in chat already. No, you haven't. Thank you, Chibi Tan, for making me feel slightly less like a terrible person. Hello, Prime B. Hope you're doing well today, my friend. Ah, portability. I mean, it might already be available for iPads, and I just don't know. I literally just installed the game and went, right, I'm just going to sit here and play this quietly. Also means I can get agility runs in when I'm sitting with Slow on the couch. Because he'll be like, we'll put something on and we'll be watching it, but he'll be on his iPad and I'll just be like, okay, I'm going to play RuneScape. I don't have a problem, honest. Okay, maybe I have a little problem. But I'm managing it. Sort of. But yeah, I love this. Because I can just pick something that's close to getting a level and go off and do something for it. When I get bored of doing whatever I'm doing. It's nice. Ooh, we've got quite a nice little selection of music in the jukebox. So I'll probably finish up after the tracks that are in there have all played. Because I would like to stop soon and go and get some air and maybe put an ice pack on my head because I feel cotton woolly, if that makes sense. I feel sort of warm and fluffy, but not in a cozy kind of way.
Here, have you taken your meds today? Get it fucking done.
Did I take my meds today? I don't think I... Oh, no, I did. I took my meds today. I remembered. I nearly lost one of them this morning. I took it out of the little blister and I put it on my desk and went, oh, I haven't got any water. Went downstairs to get some water. And then came back upstairs, put the water down. and couldn't find the tablet. And then I was sitting there, because I'm still really fuzzy in the head, going, did I actually take it out of the blister? No, maybe I didn't. No, maybe I did. And I couldn't remember. And it turned out I'd put my water cup on top of it, which is why I couldn't find it. It's like when you're wandering around looking for your glasses and they're on your head. Sounds like how painkillers make me feel. I don't like the painkiller done very much. Yeah, that's fair. I can't take painkillers. This is how I feel, like, if I'm getting flu or something like that, I feel like this but worse. So I think it's just a holdover from getting caught in the rain yesterday. I'm glad I'm not the only person who does the glasses thing. Yeah, I do it a lot. I've been in meetings where I've misread something. I've been on camera with my glasses on my head. And I've made the joke about putting my glasses on. And somebody will go, I've also moved my phone from one hand to the other while looking for my phone. Yeah, me too. I've done the full panic pat down with my phone in my hand before as well. I'm sure you know what I mean by the panic pat down. Really, it's a miracle I function at all. Panic pat is the worst. I know, right, Halo? I think the absolute worst kind of panic pat is when you've got like a bag with you as well of some description, and you do the panic pat, and then you have to panic pat the bag as well, because you've not found whatever it was you were looking for on your person. So then you're just like, okay, I've got to go through the bag. And if you're like me and you like to have something for every occasion in your bag, it can take a while. It's like waking up on a Saturday and thinking you have to work and overslept. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, God, that's an upsetting thought. Haven't done that in a long time. We had a teacher in primary who lost her glasses and they were on her head. Not telling her what we were laughing about was a team building exercise. Oh, that's brutal. You little buggers. You little buggers. I bet she went home mortified that night. I've been made a fool of by these children. And they are going to remember this forever. So am I. Oh, man. Bet she wanted the floor to swallow her when she realised where her glasses were. She took it well. Outwardly, she took it well. Good on her. Would have loved to have been on the inside of her head when that happened, though. Like, honestly, hats off to teachers. Especially teachers of kids between a certain sort of age group where, you know, the point where a fly on the skull, if you will, indeed. You know that point when you've got just enough sort of self-assurance that you feel like you can take on anything, but not quite enough self-awareness to realise when you shouldn't. Yeah, that point. That when they're the absolute worst. Oh yeah, exactly. Hats off to teachers who managed to survive that age group. Because I was fairly well behaved as a kid. Any shit I got up to, I made sure there was no evidence of. But most of the kids I went to school with were fucking terrors. And there were some teachers that knew exactly how to deal with them. There were other teachers who did not. And I do feel very sorry for some of those teachers. Because the kids put them through hell. Children can be very fucking brutal. Even when they're trying to be nice, kids can be pretty fucking brutal, to be fair. It's not even like they have to be actively trying to ruin your day. Teachers liked me because I was a sook, but they disliked me for getting into fights on the regular. See, I did all my homework, and I always put my hand up when questions were asked. And I had an above average reading age, and you know, I was just a perfect little kid. I was the teacher's pet. I'm not gonna deny that. I really fucking was. Oh, this has got a really long chunk of silence on the end of it. I'm just gonna skip that. There we go. And I was that way right up until I got to quite near the end of secondary school, and a teacher blamed me for something that wasn't my fault, that I had had nothing to do with, when they knew I'd had nothing to do with it. And that was the point when I went, none of the teachers at this place actually give a shit about me or my welfare or anything. So I am going to do exactly enough to do well here and get the fuck out. And I am not going to aim for their praise or their respect or anything, because I don't have any respect for them anymore. It didn't take me very long to just go, no, I don't like these teachers anymore. And the ones that had shown me that they were deserving of my respect, they kept my respect, but the rest of them, no. Bollocks to them. That may seem a little harsh, but things were very black and white for me when I was younger. And why waste time on people that don't want to put any time in for you? No worries, Mobius. Thank you so much for being here today. It's been lovely to have you. And I hope whatever you're doing with the rest of your evening, it's enjoyable. You take care, okay? Yeah. So things changed for me when I realised that I don't have to give somebody my respect just because they're in a position of authority over me. Which explains why I had so much trouble with the manager that was assigned to me at one of my other jobs. Because she didn't deserve my respect either, so she didn't get it. Another mark. Fabulous. How are they looking? 71. Maybe I should just leave it on the skills screen so I can't see how many marks I've got, and maybe we'll get more that way. You know, like the whole watch pot never boils thing? We made a student teacher break down and cry in high school be fair, he was shorter than most of the class and was trying to effect some sort of Napoleon thing. Not the smartest move when you're outnumbered 30-1 by teenage boys who are already 2 steps away from Lord of the Flies. Fucking hell, Soup. That's terrifying. I say we. I have been in a class where the class made the teacher break down and cry. Our French teacher was actually from France, and the rest of the kids in the class bullied her, and she had no idea how to deal with it. So one day she just sat at her desk and wept for the entire lesson. It was fucking awful to watch. She wasn't even mean. She was just French. Sounds like copium to me. Are you referring to me not looking at how many marks I've picked up? Because I know you posted that roughly when I was talking about that. But I'm also aware that there's a delay. Oh, is that one of his new ones, Rust? My French teacher had it coming. Fair play. There we go. Have some peso bucks. Thank you very much, Suit, for being subscribed for 7 months with the majesty that is your Bezos bucks.
Weird Soup 1 has been a sub for 7 months. Very naughty.
It's from the newest on
Have some
Spotify, at
Bezo
least. Yeah, it
bucks.
came out on Spotify beginning of the week, I think. I've been meaning to listen to it. Yeah, thank you very much, Soup. Oop. We're actually really, really close to a level up as well. So I might, if I move them leggies, I might actually get another level up just as we finish the stream up. I mean, we've got a 5-minute song in after this one, so maybe I don't need to move my leggies that much. We'll see. So many fantastic songs on there. I'll have to have a listen later. Oh, and another mark. It's working. Watch pot never boils. We won't watch the pot. It's probably not working. I'm just not paying any attention to it anymore. So it's... Dang it. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you, Rust? Here comes the drip feed of tracks to stop me from stopping the stream. Ah, I see. I'll let you off them. Yep, there we go. There's the drip feed stopping me from stopping the stream. Am I going to have to potentially get myself kicked from RuneScape to go and turn the jukebox off? Is that what's going to happen? We are not turning this into a 32-hour stream. I'm just saying it now. Getting that out of the way. Oh yeah, I took for those that aren't on the Discord, I took a clip from the marathon stream of what was sort of the most popular moment. While I was playing RuneScape, I accidentally murdered a gnome. I was very, very tired and didn't realise that I'd clicked on the gnome when I was directing my little person to go and...
Hello there.
go to a different location on the screen, and they ran all the way across this platform and just fucking shanked this poor little gnome, and the gnome screamed and crumbled to dust, and I didn't take it very well. 56. Yes. So I picked up the gnome's bones and I buried them under a tree. But yeah, I had to give regular updates on the nomicide count after that point. Started a handover email to my boss today with ahoy hoy. By the time you read this, I will be on Rum and Charity Speedrun Island. Here are 7 paragraphs of everything that went wrong this week. Fucking hell, man. I do not envy you at all. Like, I have been where you are right now. And I do not envy you in the slightest. Hats off to you for how well you've dealt with everything, in all honesty. Because I would just be so incandescent with rage at this point if it was me. You are generally far more measured in your reactions to things than I am. That's why we make such a great team, I think. I've become quite adept at delegating in the last couple of weeks. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Very glad to hear it. Oh, so I can talk about this without it being too much of an issue, and this is something that I've mentioned to DMAC, because DMAC is the person I complain to about work shit. Sorry, D. I do have a vacancy in my team, but I doubt I can match your salary. Oh no, I could never work for you. Could never work for you. That would be dangerous. Work with you, maybe. Not work for you. I sent a support team that we work with a message a couple of months ago that was basically, hey, this thing is broken and it's not causing us like major issues, but if you could look into why this thing doesn't exist anymore and reinstate it for us, that'd be great. And I got nothing back. And then things were busy before Christmas, so I didn't chase them. So I chased them this week. Basically just sent them a little message. It was like, hey, what's going on with this thing? And I got an email that was basically, hi, the things that you're seeing that aren't working, yeah, we've just deleted them because the things that they're supposed to be based on don't exist. And I went, yeah. So I went into the actual like ticketing system to look at this comment and reply to it and be like, well, you best be putting something else in fucking place, mate. And by the time I'd logged in and got to that specific ticket, the comment was gone. Like, they deleted it. I'd still got email evidence that they'd sent that message, but they deleted it from the actual ticket. And they've actually broken the thing that they were supposed to be fixing more than initially than it initially was when I raised the issue in the first place. And I'm just sitting here like, for fuck's sake, guys. I gave you specific instructions on what needed to happen, and you've just not followed them at all. Which is a running theme, as I'm sure Dee can attest, in these kind of roles. You can be as explicit in your instructions, be that in terms of swearing, or like explicitly stating what needs to be done, having a bullet-pointed instructions with all of the details in. You can be as specific, explicit, however you want to phrase it, as you want, and they will still find a way to fuck it up. Yeah. But it just, what tickled me, I've actually become more relaxed somehow as I've moved up. Really? That's interesting. I suppose now you're in a position where you can delegate stuff to people and you have the power to say no. Whereas when I've been higher up in the food chain, I've never been in a position where I could delegate because I've never had any staff I could delegate to. And even when I did, I wasn't high enough up in the food chain to say no. So yeah. But when I was in like the really senior position I was in before, I didn't have any staff under me, so I had to do everything myself. And I couldn't say no to anything because the director that I reported into would then say yes on my behalf, and I'd still have to do it. Because that company was run by children who didn't know what they were doing. I remember working at McDonald's, becoming irate over chicken cooking times I had no control over, and it would ruin my day. Oh, man. I genuinely can't imagine you getting, like, properly angry at anything. Like I said, you're always so level and calm about everything. You're a very still waters run deep kind of guy. And then there's me, just the next pond over with somebody fucking dynamite fishing in it. Now things could break that could cost tens of millions and I'll be like, I'm not answering my phone out of hours. Nothing is that important. Good on you, mate. I'm proud of you. Genuinely proud of you for that progress. That is really good. And you're taking your own time into consideration. Because there is, with certain people, myself included, there is occasionally this, I need to fix the thing. I need to do it now. It can't wait. And even if it's not like a, oh, this could be catastrophic kind of situation, it's a thing in your brain that you need to do it so it's out of the way, it's done. So you don't have to think about it later or something like that. And we can end up doing ourselves a real harm by doing extra hours when we're not expected to, or logging back on, things like that, responding to things outside of hours when it's not urgent. And the more we do stuff like that, the more people around us will expect it. And the less of a, oh, thanks for going above and beyond, it becomes more, it ends up being more of a, oh yeah, they always do that. So we don't need to thank them for it. We don't need to show them any recognition for that hard work. And I have been there. I will never go there again. So good on you for not falling into that trap. I am very, very proud of you. Brian says the KFC incident is a good example of me becoming irate. Yes, I have heard that story. That sounds like it is a good example of you becoming irate, but I have never seen you like that. And because I've only ever seen you being cool, calm, and collected, like even when there's disagreements when we're in calls, you never ever like raise your voice or anything like that. You're always so level, so calm. I genuinely can't compute the idea of you being any other way. And I'm sure there's going to be a point in our friendship when I find out what you're like if you get irate. And I genuinely fear that day. chicken is involved, it's a different story. I mean, to be fair, Brian, I would kill somebody if they messed with my food. But I am a little trash gremlin, so of course I would resort to severe crimes if someone tampered with my lunch. I've been paid to answer this phone call, then it's getting patched. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Like, I made what could be considered a mistake over Christmas. I work for a company that is literally global. So we've got staff all over the world. And we recently got a new staffer in my team. So my team is now 3 people, myself included. And when I say my team, I don't mean it's the team that I manage, for the record. I mean it is the team that I am a part of. I am not in a position of responsibility or authority in this place, and I fucking love it. It makes a nice change. And because this is like the first... Oh, I didn't like that. That was unnerving. Because it's the first time we've had like a string of bank holidays since she joined us, and there's been a lot of changes over the last couple of months, I installed Microsoft Teams on my phone so that if anything went horribly, horribly wrong on the days that I was rotated off and she was rotated on, she could drop me a message and just be like, "Hi, I'm a little bit worried about this thing." Just so that she'd got that support there if she needed it, because literally everybody was going to be out of the office. So she wouldn't even be able to ask one of our colleagues. And she didn't need me for anything, thankfully. But if she had done, I would have responded. Even if it had been during the marathon stream, I would have responded if she'd needed me. Because she's new, and she gets very, very anxious when things aren't like how they're supposed to be. Like, she's worried something might be wrong because she's not used to like the standard deviation, as it were. So I wanted to feel like she'd got that little bit of support there if she needed it. And I think that is the one sort of exception to the "is it outside of my hours, then it can fuck off" kind of thing. But that's just because I'm kind of making things a bit easier for myself when I come back, if there's no major incidents that need dealing with. You know? Loyalty to co-workers over company, always prime B. Which is why I was... When I had staff at my... Not my last job, but the job before that, I had 2 staffers that worked for me. And they were absolutely fantastic, but were treated horribly by the rest of the business. And I would often say to them during our team meetings, look, if you... I think you can still hear me. You should still be able to hear me. Yes, you can. Good. I would often say to them during their one-to-ones, if you find something better, like, even if it's the same money, if you find something where you feel like you'll be a better fit, where you'll be more comfortable, then go for it. I will wholeheartedly support you, because I love having you in my team. I think you add a lot of value, but I don't want you breaking your back for this company when you could be somewhere where you're going to be happier. because they were good lads. They were really good lads. They were fantastic workers. They were very smart. They picked things up really quickly, and they were willing to go outside of their comfort zone and try new things and learn new things. And the company just batted them down at every given opportunity, and I weren't having it. And I managed to get out before they did, unfortunately. But they got out, and both of them are fucking flourishing now, and I'm so proud of them. One of my guys sent me a text on a Saturday about an incident with a project, and my response was literally, "It's Saturday. It's neither your nor my problem. We'll look at it on Monday. Have a good one." Yeah. See, you were in a situation there where you could do that. My having Teams on my phone was for, like, so my colleague is in America. They have different holidays than we do in the UK over Christmas. Oh yeah, this is all the money that I made from making gold jewelry and gem inlaid jewelry. So thank you, DMAC, for that massive fucking pile of gold bars you gave me to make jewelry with, because it has served me very well. Some of that is going to go into the group storage. I just didn't bother doing that last night before I went to bed. But yeah, I'm gonna basically dump my inventory into my bank, and then I am going to send you off somewhere. I was just doing this while I was chatting. But yeah, so I'm not going to be answering messages unnecessarily, as it were. But I will always be loyal to my co-workers if they... going back to the thing about teachers earlier, if they show me that they are worthy of my loyalty and respect, then they will get my loyalty and respect. Very much the same with people not in a working environment as well. Like, if I think you're a good bean, I'll look out for you as best I can. If I think you're an arsehole, yeah, good luck. Right, that is my pockets emptied. Oh, I going to send you lovely folks off somewhere. I mean, I've got to do the giveaway yet as well, but oh yeah, for anybody that wants to enter the giveaway, tell a lie, if you include single day bosses, I've had some alright ones for event security. Literally never had a sound boss. My current boss is so fucking awesome. I get on really well with her, and she's really, really nice. She told me not to log on at all over Christmas. There's got to be somebody logged on, because kind of team we are. There's got to be someone logged on. Even during bank holidays, and we normally take it in turns. But she was like, "No, you're burnt out. You're taking Christmas off." Yeah, my boss is all right. It's a very, very fortuitous that a good friend introduced me to her. Really is. Can't think who that could have been. Yeah. This is the first time I've had a boss that I actually genuinely trust and respect. And it's been a long time coming. Fucking worth it, though, because she's grand. Oh, we appear to have some overlap in our... There we go, fixed it. I don't know what that's about, but... Oh well. Right. So, today's prize is a copy of Nobody's Murder Cleaner, which looks like it's somewhere between Viscera Cleanup Detail and Hitman. It is a hiding the bodies puzzle game. Looks quite fun. I've got a copy for myself as well, but I haven't actually played it yet, so I can't comment on the quality of the game itself. But if it sounds like something you might be interested in, free game's a free game, innit? Exclamation mark ticket will get you your entry. And you've got a little bit of time just while I pull the giveaway screen up before that will end, and we will draw a winner. Viscera is good. Are we talking about Viscera cleanup detail, or just, you know, just in general Viscera? Because really with you it could be either. Both? Both is good. Okay, so if anybody else wants to enter, we have 3 entrants, 21 tickets purchased. You can purchase up to 10 tickets. You want some extra chances. And yes, I like my chances. Wow, someone's confident. Okay, for anybody else that wants to enter, you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little bit for the lag. The giveaway is closed. You really like that line, don't you, Torpor? And the winner is Tids with a 47.62% chance of winning. Congratulations, Tids. No worries, Soup. You take care. It's been lovely to have you here. I hope you get some good rest. Huh, what are the odds? 47.62%. I will drop you the code in a little bit. Right. Let's see who we've got that's live. See, I was going to raid Longfang, but then Longfang raided me, so... shit. Oh, I know where we're... I know exactly where we're going. I'm just in time to say hello. Hello, Hans. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, we are gonna go and see Adam. Who I think is still playing Resident Evil. 2 was what he was playing the other day, I think. Yeah. He's playing The Walking Dead, is he? Oh, okay. Still. Different flavour of zombies. So, I will be back tomorrow with some more Mothmen. I have got us back to where we were when I accidentally pressed quit to menu instead of save. Sorry, instead of retry. So we don't have to redo anything. So hopefully I'll see you all then, because I'm really looking forward to getting back into Mothmen. And then Sunday is a bit up in the air. I'll either be building my new PC then, or we'll play some Broken Sword. Or both. Both is good. But anyway, until I see you all next, as always, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Wash your fucking hands. And have a great weekend, everybody. First weekend of 2023. Say hi to Adam for me.